everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you just so happen to be stopping by for the very first time, thank you so much for being here. My name is Donella and this is my world of beauty here on YouTube. Alright guys, so we are winding down on the Smokey series, and it just so happens that this is actually my final look for my Smokey series. I decided to end things with one of the all-time favorites in terms of Smokey look, and that's creating a black smoky eye look. So if you are interested in seeing how I create most of my smoky eye looks, because I do have different ways, but I'm going to show you guys a simple way for this tutorial. If you are interested in seeing that, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I really don't want to spend too much time on the complexion part of this tutorial, so I'm just going to go in with these two babies right here. I'm going to go in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and then I'm also going to go in again, you guys know I explained this in my last tutorial, with my Fenty foundation in the shade. This is the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation in the shade 430. I'm back with all this, you know, powder on my face, looking a little bit crazy. While I was doing that, I decided to put some colors together, the shades that I actually want to use to create this very classic black smoky eye. We just call it smoky eye because we don't really say black smoky eye, do we? Just say smoky eye. So I went into my melt stack and I chose these 4 colors. This one is called Rust, which is this one right here, Rust. Okay, I need to hold this properly. This one is Rust, this one is Enigma, this one is Rot, and then this one is called Darker Matte, which is the black. This is like the blackest black shade I own, and this is really messy. You have to be careful with this, which is why I left my I have my honey powder underneath, of course, and then I have my banana powder that I normally use as a brightening powder. If you have been following me for a while, then you would know that I use 2 translucent powders to set my concealer in. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into creating this smoky eye. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using the Black Opal Total Black Opal Total Coverage Concealer. I'm going to be using that to prime my lids. So the first shade I'm going in is this shade, which is called Rust. Lord, she almost finished, but you know, we still have some in the corner, so we can still use a bit of Rust. I'm just going to swirl this brush around in Rust to make sure I pick up enough of the shadow, and then I'm just going to go in using that as my first transition in color. Right, so I'm back, and of course you guys know I always complete one eye off camera, and then I'm going to run through the steps on the other eye and just show you guys exactly what I did. I have all 4 colors I'm going to be using for this tutorial stacked on each other, so I'm going to go in first with this color. This color is called Rust. Now Rust, as you guys can see, I use this color a lot, so you know, most of the shadow is, you know, backed up in the corner, but once we give the brush a, you know, a couple of swirls around in the corners, then we're gonna have enough shadow for us to just go ahead and use that as our first transition in color. The color we have up is this deep red shade that is called Enigma. I'm going to actually place Enigma right over Rust and just go ahead and blend that to you. I'm just going to go ahead and blend Enigma directly over Rust to give me that nice transition that you see I have going on over here. The last color I'm going to be placing into the crease is this deep brown cocoa shade, which is called Rot. Yeah, Rot. Guys, remember Rot from my last tutorial? I used this to create that brown matte smoky eye, and yeah, it was awesome. So let me just apply a bit of Rot right here, right in the crease area as well. Okay, so let me just walk you guys through the step that I did over here until I actually determined how I actually was going to do the base. So I went in first with the a bit more of the Black Opal True Color Concealer, Total Coverage Concealer, and I thought I wanted to use that as a base. So whatever I did on this eye, I'm just going to walk you guys through the step. You know, if you make a mistake, quote unquote, on one eye, you have to do the same thing on the other. So I'm just going to show you guys. Alright, so I just went and applied this over the lid. I actually thought I wanted to use this as a base first. Then I was like, nah, so do the same thing. Necessarily classify them as mistakes. So sometimes, you know, when you're creating a look and you say, I wonder if I should use this, and then you apply it, you know, somewhere along the line you say, nah, I don't think this is going to work. This is exactly what happened here. So in order for me to cover this up what I did is that I went in with this duo jumbo pencil, and I used the black side of it to try to cover that up, because I was like, nah, I want to create a deep smoky eye, so I decided to cover it up with this jumbo pencil. Now in some instances, some persons do use black jumbo pencils as a base to create their smoky eyes, but I decided to use this as a cover up to cover up the concealer, and I felt like the concealer and the jumbo pencil actually kind of gripped it. Like the jumbo pencil actually created this grippy type of base, so when I applied the black shadow over it, it just looked amazing. So I wouldn't necessarily classify it as a mistake. I was walking through some steps and I happened to create some magic afterwards. So next I'm going to go into the final color, which is this black color. This is like the blackest color I've seen on the market. This one is called Darker Matte, and I'm just going to go in and pack this right on my, you can see how deep this black is. You could already see it getting much darker. I'm just going to go ahead and do apply this in packing motions, or you want to say patting, whichever one you want to call it, it's still the same motion. Yeah, as long as you get the shadow on. Okay, so while I still had a bit of the wetness in my crease, what I did is that I went over with the shade Enigma and Rust. I actually combined both of them and just basically place it right here to blend out the edges. Okay, so you're gonna see me just to blend out the edges. So I'm just going to just place it right here and just blend upwards, so we can create that nice gradient that we have on this eye. Now this blending technique actually takes some time, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off right here, but you guys get the gist of it. Just basically place Rust and Enigma on one brush and blend both of them together. If you feel like you need to go back in with some more black or afterwards, to basically just cover up the areas where you might see a little bit of skin or still a little bit of that concealer, just go ahead and pack in some more of the black. You can make it as dark as you want. While I was actually going through the steps in my head just now, I just realized after I applied the black pencil, I went over with my Inglot gel pot to darken it up before I applied the black eyeshadow from the Melt Stack. Never mind that, because I'm not taking this eyeshadow off. I'm just going to show you guys what I did to the bottom area. I did go in with the same Inglot gel pot, and I applied it right below to create a shadow drop, because I wanted it to be kind of wet first, and then apply the shadow to basically hold the black right there. So I went in with the Inglot first. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that step above, but never mind that. It done gone. So I applied the Inglot right, went in with the excess shadow that's left on the brush that I used to apply Darker Matte, and just basically press that. I pressed it in first, and then I started to blend. While my lashes drying down, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. black pencil and line my waterline. Now in some instances, right, with persons that have very small eyes, they tend to use a white pencil to line their waterline, just to give the appearance of a bigger eye. I mean, if you have small eyes and you're wearing, you know, a smoky eye like this, it tends to make your eye look smaller. So if you have smaller eyes, then it's a good idea for you to use a white pencil to line your waterline. Also, whenever you're applying a smoky eye like this, you know, using black, do what we call tight lining, and that's basically lining the top part of your lashes so that you don't see any bit of skin when the look is complete. And that's only when I apply this much black eyeshadow. You know, on a regular day when you apply like a nude look or something, just a splash of color, you don't necessarily need to tight line. Some persons do. I don't. I only do that whenever I'm wearing a smoky eye, because I feel like I could see like pieces of skin underneath it. Even though you apply a mascara, I still feel like I could see like bits of skin there. Okay, so let me just pop this lash on before it dries down completely. To complete this look, I'm going to be using these two. This one is from Milani. This one is called Stunning. It's this very nude shade right here. And then I'm just going to go over with my butter gloss from NYX. This one is called Madeline. So I'm going to go in with both of these. so this is the completed look, a very classic smoky eye. If you happen to have enjoyed it, or if you learned something, you know, maybe I might have taught you something, then please be sure to drop me a comment down in the comment section. And also, if you happen to really enjoy this tutorial, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out. And also, don't forget to go ahead and click the subscribe button. The subscribe button and the bell button, you are subscribed to my channel, and the bell button is actually going to send you an email notification as to when I have a brand new upload. Every time I have a brand new upload on my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here with me once again, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Remember, this is my last smoky tutorial, so you guys have to stay tuned next week to see what I'm going to upload next. Once again, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next upload. Bye bye.